While I grudge away and work on the Forbidden Memories video, which I have planned to come out on July 4th, let's take a look at some of my favorite normal monsters since I've been playing this game. Now, over the course of 25 years, we have gotten so many normal monsters that I have lost track of, but let's take a look at some of my favorite normal monsters. Now, I've picked 10 of them from the pool of over 700, and let's get right into it. So first off, we have Cloudian Smokeball. Smokeballs are newly born Cloudians. They fear being alone and would rather swing and sway in the sky with their friends. This adorable little puffball is one of my favorite normal monsters in the game because of how adorable it is, and also I do have a soft place for level 1 monsters because I used to play stuff like Skull Servants and Relinquished. After that, we have Space Mambo. A Space Mambo floating in the vast universe. A living relic was found in the ruins of a super civilization on Alfred 4. And honestly, I love the aesthetic of this card. It's super funny. Just seeing a Mambo fish hooked up to cybernetics and flying in space. It's super cool and super adorable. Next up is a McDonald's pack promo being Moon Envoy. This card is really interesting. May have fallen victim to its Lunar Warrior's Crescent Pike. That's all the flavor text is. But I love the art style on it. I love the artwork. And it's been one of my favorite cards for quite some time. And I think that's a stock photo of the moon, but I'm not too sure on that. So anything that deals with space or just cool designs are really unique, and especially with older Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they are very unique, as there's some of them that we still don't have that are going to be ported over within the next few 50 years. I hope not 50 years. I hope in like the next few 10 years, because there's quite a bit of them that are pretty cool. Next up, we have this cute little dragon, Petite Dragon, a very small dragon known for its vicious attacks. Petite Dragon is one of my favorite cards along in Forbidden Memories alone, because just seeing its smiling face makes me think, you're going to turn into a ferocious dragon one day. But Petite Dragon is just a little sentimental because of Forbidden Memories. Same for the next card being Lala Layun. These two go hand in hand to make Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, or just normal Thunder Dragon if you really need it. And having these two cards next to each other really makes sense because it fills that nostalgia. Lala Layun is an electric cloud creature. Its acid rain makes it very dangerous. And honestly, back then, you had to work with what you had. But with Forbidden Memories, these two were the most powerful of the bunch, being able just to make Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. After that, we have Frostosaurus. This monster's metabolism enables it to endure long periods of cold, harnessing the power to become a creature of solid ice. Nothing else can withstand such temperatures, especially victims of its glacial rampage. Now, Frostosaurus I really love, and I have a soft spot for it because it is one of my favorite level 6 normal monsters in the game because of a deck I used to play, which was vanilla pendulums with a dinosaur engine in it. So it really works out super well. Frostosaurus being one of the main beat 6 being 2600 was very strong for the deck, as not many decks could deal with it, and since it was a normal monster, they couldn't really use any of their hand traps at the time against it, or any of their back row cards, so it came in handy. Next up, we have Dorado, or Dorado, a spirit of the forest powered by the surrounding trees and wildfire. This is a card that the TCG does not have, and it's been out since ever, like 1999. So it's a card that still hasn't been imported that I've been waiting for quite some time. But this card is a beautiful card, and I do have to say, it deserves this high spot. After that, we have a very nostalgic card that a lot of people do like, being Zoa, a monster whose full potential can be achieved when outfitted with Metal Morph. Zoa and Metal Zoa are two of my top 10. Nah, I wouldn't even say top 10. I would say top 30 cards in the whole game because of the aesthetic that they have. And sure, there's nostalgia for back in the day for Forbidden Memories, but this card just looks amazing nonetheless, and I hope that it gets a retrain one day, as that would be very cool. Next up, we have Tyhone number 2. I have a weird bond with this card because back when I was younger, my aunt found one of these in her in her front lawn. It's weathered down and all damaged and stuff. I still have it in a double sleeve in one of my binders, and I just keep it as a sentiment because it reminds me of her. And the card is really cool, along with Tyhone number 1, which kind of is just a recolor when you just look at it, because you have Tyhone right here, and then you have Tyhone number 2. Not even have a number 1 in the name, but these two definitely can share a spot. And finally, my favorite normal monster of all. A ferocious dragon with a deadly attack. Red Eyes Black Dragon. Red Eyes Black Dragon is one of my favorite monsters of all because of all the different arts that it has. Especially this one that Kazuki Takahashi drew. Now, Red Eyes Black Dragon is my favorite of the core 3 from Red Eyes, Dark Magician, and Blue Eyes. Kind of like how everyone loves Squirtle and Charizard, but doesn't really like Bulbasaur that much. This is the third of all 3 of them that doesn't get that much love, but he is loved by many. Red Eyes Black Dragon, I really hope that he gets more support in the near future because the deck goes in every which way, and honestly, this is one of my favorite artworks, hands down, in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I really want to get a statue of him one day. But I want to know what your guys' favorite normal monsters are, because normal monsters, everyone has their opinions on them. Either you love them, hate them, or you just think that they're okay. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy, and see you guys in the next video.